Ever since I was a kid, I knew I was different. I thought everyone was just a normal human, except for me. I was a shy kid, and I didn't have a lot of friends. I would never talk to strangers. As I grew up, guys in my school would be getting their girlfriends, hugging them, having their first kiss. But I would be too shy to even talk to a girl. I always saw kids in my grade being shredded and athletic, while I was just a normal kid. I was always very good in school, and I was pretty decent at sports. So I thought I would just be a nerd my whole life, you know. When I was in 8th grade, my mom started going to the gym. I thought I was fat, so I wanted to lose weight with her. Eventually I got to a point where I was getting into the mentality of someone with anorexia. I would rarely eat, and I just wanted to get as skinny as possible. I was eating around 1,000 to 1,600 calories per day, while working out with my mom 3 times a week. I was still very good at school until sophomore year. This year I started getting into things that I probably shouldn't have been doing, like partying and just hanging out with friends all the time. I didn't really put much focus on school and ended up getting pretty bad grades. I was still busting my ass in the gym constantly though. Junior year hit and I wanted to prioritize school and working out over everything. Everyone is telling me how big I'm getting, so I start getting pretty popular and I make a lot of friends. Sophomore and junior year, I become more outgoing than I've ever been, because I wasn't really as insecure of my body. I got a little too involved with friends junior year, and I stopped prioritizing the gym and prioritized my friends and relationships instead. After a couple months of having consistently bad workouts, I had an epiphany. I was hanging out with friends every day before the gym or after the gym, and I would work out for like half an hour instead of 2. You know what? Fuck that. I wasn't just hanging out with friends, I was fucking smoking weed either before or after the gym because I thought it would make my workouts better. But honestly, it fucking didn't. I was just too much of a pussy to admit that smoking weed was ruining my workouts. One day, I woke up really strong. Like, I had the mentality of just killing it in the gym later that day. When I was about to go to the gym, my friends told me to come smoke with them. I thought it was no big deal because I usually worked out high anyways. I was hoping it would just take like 20 minutes, then I was gonna go kill my legs in the gym. But I ended up just driving them around, then smoking and going home to sleep. So the next day, I ignored all my friends, and my girlfriend too, and I got my ass back in the gym. And that day, I got a PR on bench. On that day, I felt like how I used to feel freshman and sophomore year, where I would just work out by myself and I'd have amazing workouts almost every single day. On this day, I realized what my passion really is in life. I realized why I'm different than everyone. A lot of guys in my school work out, but none of them are as dedicated as me. None of them feel the same way I do about working out and bodybuilding. I've gone through so much, like within myself personally and socially, with getting more friends and talking to girls. And ever since I started working out with my mom in 8th grade, I've always had the gym to lean back on. With whatever I've gone through, with however I'm feeling, if I'm mad at somebody, I can always just go to the gym and work out. Bodybuilding is definitely a selfish sport, but I look at it as a sport to improve yourself physically and mentally. No one can make you work out when you're by yourself in the gym. That's all on you. Only you can push yourself to your fullest potential, which is why I love working out. I can't blame anyone but myself if I don't get that last rep or if I don't get a PR. I don't feel like how I did in elementary school, when I was jealous of the 12-year-olds playing shirts for skins in football and basketball, and I was just sitting there on the side watching them play because I was too scared to take my shirt off. But now I know that you can really accomplish whatever you put your mind to. Whatever's been bothering you your entire life, you can change that. You can't really change everything like your height, but you can change the way you look, the way you act, who you are. Like me, I used to be a completely different person. But just because of working out, I've never been more myself. I've never felt better being myself. But I may not be the smartest person anymore, like how I did in elementary school. I was a nerd, smartest kid ever. But I'm not the smartest anymore. And I may not be the strongest yet, but I do have the most determination to be the best I can be.